Hello viewers, something a little bit different here. Just going to do a quick kind of how I build a setup video. As a few of you know, as of the release of the Formula Renault, I stopped using um, publicly available downloads and decided all setups I build were going to be of my own kind of creation. So with that said, I'm going to quickly show kind of what I do. I've got limited knowledge on car setups. As I say, until 2, 3 weeks ago, I'd never built a setup or anything like that. So on having said that, I would highly recommend everyone to try it out though, because it does massively, I think, help you learn things about the car and how things react to each other, and also it just, I think, gives you probably a better insight on how the car behaves and what's triggering the car in certain instances. So without further ado, gonna go out quickly, and the first thing I always do, I generally do one outlet, one or one a second lap. This is just to get some kind of base data almost, if you will. Doesn't really matter how quick this lap is, to be quite honest. It's I mean, what I'm going to get out of these couple of laps, excuse me, will be looking to correct the cambers instantly off of this. Just also, I mean, seeing how the car handles in general. At the moment, the rear end seems very planted. Excuse me, I've got a bit of man flu going on at the moment, so. So just go around there. I know from earlier experience, this is not the first time I've done this, so I have already built my setup this week. You can see the top ends, we're topping out at 149 pretty much, so we're going to need to sort that out. Simple thing we'll do to fix that will be to change the 7th gear ratio. That's one of the key things this week. I did honestly think that the 7th gear ratio changing would only be something, I thought it was a feature they pretty much just added for launch life. Without it, you're going to be dead at launch life, but apparently it's needed at other tracks also. Going towards the end, as I say, lap times at this point, and I think the key thing to kind of stress on this, from my point of view, it's not about giving me a fast setup as such, it's about giving me a setup that I can drive with confidence, because if I'm confident, then I'm quicker, and I think that's the key. I find there's a lot of fast setups out there, but most of them will get you killed after a couple of corners. So with that done, we've come to the stop. We've got our last tyre temperatures. That's all I want from that info. So all I'm looking at here is the inner two temperatures of each tyre. So instantly here we've got 163, 169. 6 degree difference. So simply, it's a very rough way of going about it, but I would reduce the camber by, let's say, 4 clicks on that tyre, and we'll go out and it will come back again next time we go out. So the front right, we've got a 2 Fahrenheit difference between the 2 tyres, so I'll take that down 1 click. Rears, right rears are perfect, so they're equal. Left rear, we'll take that down 1 click on the camber. This is all about the cambers. As I mentioned before, we know the car, we need that 7th gear ratio changed because the straight line, the main straight, tops out too early. We need to change the fuel down to 2 gallons. Always like to run the same fuel every run, just to keep things. And the wing, I mean, I'm going to go, it's what I've come up with this week so far is 24/8. It may change, and I've done that through a little bit of testing on, it's kind of how little wing can you go and still feel confident. So now pretty much same again, run to an outlap and one flying. That's kind of pretty much what I do. Like I say, this is where I am amateur in setups, so I'm not in any way saying that I'm good, but people in some of my previous videos asked for something like this, so that is why I'm doing it. With regards to the bumps, stops and all that kind of stuff, spring stiffness, quite honestly, I've tried to stay away from it as much as possible. It's an area I need to still learn myself. So there we can see the rear end is a little bit loose, but manageable loose. And I think that's where you want it. You want it on the edge. On the edge where you can bring it back safely. Don't want it where it's kind of snap over steering on you. This corner, getting on the power early out there, is very easy generally to put your foot down too hard and lose the back end. So just finding out that done. I don't know, I'm not even kind of looking at the pace of what I'm doing. As I say, I'm building this up for comfort. I mean, yeah, that's like it, but what we did have there was the extra top line speed. And you can see from the delta, I mean, I don't know what I did on the previous outlet and whether it is reflectable of the true speed, but completely screwed that up. So what we'll do after this is go back once again to the garage, check the cambers again. Actually, I just realised what I didn't do was order the ARB. ARB is very important, I've found. I know it's anti-roll bar, I think. But kind of until 2 or 3 weeks ago, I'd never kind of tweaked one in the setup screen at all. So, and now it's pretty much the main thing that I tweak. Pretty much my take on it is...
about 5 laps of fuel there.
There we go, so that'll do us for now. My take on the ARB is well, it tells you in the description anyway, but it always needs to be 0 effectively, or as close to 0 as possible. So we're happy with that. The tyre temps as you can see, I generally, well, 180 on the right front, but they're a bit low in general. I like them to be, excuse me, 185. I'm not sure what the ideal temperature on the Formula Renault is, but I think as that info gets out, the tyre temps will get better. But for now, I'm going to go with 22s all around. Simply put, more tyre pressure means more straight line speed, a little bit less grip in the corners, but that's my take on it anyway. So, and looking at the cambers now, so the temps of the last run, you can see, generally speaking, all the cambers, all the tyre temps, sorry, are pretty close. I mean, I'll take another degree out of the front left and the front right, so I'm gonna take 1 degree camber out of each. Oops, wrong way. Out of each of those. So, because this is someone did actually comment on why my cambers all, most people's cambers are all even and everything balances. Yeah, mine definitely aren't. Never will be, but that might just be me. Might be the wrong way of doing it. But this is how I do it, and whether it works or not is, I mean, it gets me competitive on the race speed. ARB preload always 0. Every train, oh yeah, and always double check it, because sometimes you apply it, save it, and then it bounces back up a bit. So excuse me. Right. So got the ARB. If sometimes I forget what's the other car that I've been setting up. But yeah, some cars have ARB in the front and the rear, so just be aware of that. So save. Let's just do test medium downforce. So okay, so that's where we're at now. So the other main thing that I do is lower the car, and this is, do it pretty brutally. Just bring it down pretty much until it goes red. And I'm not talking about the ARB going red, I'm talking about the actual. So just keep reducing the push rod. Okay, so there we go. So, and it's normally at about one inch that it will stop going red. So we'll bring that down. So, and my simple way of doing this is when we get it down, keep going. There we go. Right. So, okay. So at that point, it's going. So now at this point, I know a lot of the good technical guys. Well, why is that just kicked in red again? Okay. So we'll go up to 3.313. Okay. So a lot of good technical guys would look at kind of Motec and scan over the data to see how they're bottoming them out, and my kind of take on it is just give it a couple of clicks up. That's simple. Give it a couple of clicks leeway. If you feel or hear yourself bottoming out anymore, then make the necessary adjustments again. So okay, so there we go. That's the kind of spot on where it's bottoming out. It's hitting the ride height limit. So then I'll just give it another 2 clicks up just to make it. Oh, actually, we're not. I don't know why why are they not going in sync with each other? Sometimes these. Okay. Oh, that's because we've got alternate cambers. That's okay. Excuse me. Right. As I say, I'm learning all the time, so. Oh, cough alert. Right. So then we give it a couple of clicks up, make sure it's safe, and come back to the ARB preload. Always make sure this equals 0 or close to. So for the time being, 0.04 is as good as it's going to get. Yep, apply that again. Save as test medium. What? Kingsland. Yep. Okay, and that is generally it, guys. I mean, from there on, you can obviously tweak your canvas until you getting these temperatures equaling. Some people might not want the two inners matching exactly, but that's the way it's been working for me pretty well. Obviously, this is all aimed towards the road side of racing. I'm hoping people can reply to this video and give insight on everything that you know. Let this video be tutorial to all those guys out there that are trying to learn, like myself. Yeah, and if this helps you in any way, let me know and hit that like button. And until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye.